most critical discovery for anyone over 60 who can't sleep. If you are over 60, you need to stop scrolling and pay attention, because what you are about to hear could be the single most important health revelation you encounter this week. For decades, you've been told that nighttime restlessness is just a normal, unavoidable side effect of aging, a minor inconvenience you have to live with. But what if we told you that the reason you're staring at the ceiling, wide awake at 2 a.m., exhausted but with a mind that won't stop spinning, has nothing to do with your age? The truth that almost nobody in mainstream medicine talks about is far more shocking, and it's the secret door to reclaiming the deep, peaceful sleep you desperately miss. Don't miss this, because what you're missing out on isn't just a few hours of sleep, it's the safety, healing, and peace that a fully rested body grants you. The scientific community has finally proven what many suspected. A groundbreaking 2022 study published in the Journal of Sleep Health found that over 70% of adults past retirement age do not struggle with insomnia because of age-related factors. Instead, they struggle because of a subtle but pervasive tension buildup in the nervous system, a chronic state of being wound up that the usual sleep advice completely fails to address. This is where the truly incredible discovery lies. The older adults who reported the most consistently restful sleep all shared one powerful commonality. They practiced a few specific, gentle movements right before bed, a simple ritual that most doctors never mention and that you can perform in your living room or even in your bed. A celebrated physician, known as Japan's oldest doctor, put these exact movements to the test in a clinical program involving over 1,000 seniors. The results were astounding. After just 2 short weeks, more than 80% of participants were falling asleep faster and waking up with dramatically less stiffness and morning ache. Today, we are honored to have him walk you through exactly how to replicate this completely natural process and restore your body's own built-in sleep rhythm. You won't need any equipment or complicated poses, just slow, purposeful motions that anyone can do at home, allowing you to finally drift off peacefully at 9 p.m. instead of lying tense and restless at 2 a.m. The core issue isn't a broken sleep switch, as many patients believe. It is simply that the body is holding tension it never releases, leaving it wound up rather than appropriately worn out. This method is the opposite of forcing sleep. It's about sending a signal of safety and peace to your entire system. For instance, we'll be covering the exact sequence the doctor gives his patients, including the unique breathing method that even nav SEALs use to switch off stress instantly. We will begin seated, move through a few critical in-bed movements that naturally reset your nervous system, and end with a specific body position that reduces cortisol and signals your brain that it is definitively time to sleep. We've seen this sequence work minor miracles, such as with Mrs. Koizumi, an 82-year-old who hadn't slept through the night in over a decade. After just 10 nights of adopting this simple pre-bed routine, she was sleeping 6, sometimes 7, uninterrupted hours, no pills, no gadgets, just calm, showcasing the astonishing power of simply resetting a tightly coiled nervous system. So, why exactly does sleep become so elusive after 60? The cycle begins with something quieter than true insomnia. After the age of 60, the nervous system, particularly the part responsible for calming you down and initiating rest, begins to respond differently. It's not because you are fundamentally broken, but because your brain, adapting to decades of chronic stimulation, starts to assume you don't need that deep recovery anymore. The body adapts to tension just as easily as it adapts to relaxation, and this adapted tension state becomes the default. True rest, therefore, isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about cultivating the skill of entering a state of calm. You can take a long walk every evening, but that motion alone doesn't reset your stress circuits or signal safety. The body can be taught how to fall asleep again if we give it the right cues, which requires retraining both the muscles and the mind. The breath and body are the remote controls of the brain, and instead of just giving generic sleep advice, we need to guide the nervous system. This guidance begins with the single most powerful tool you possess, your breath. Sleep doesn't start in the body, it initiates in the nervous system, and the fastest way to calm that system is a technique known simply as box breathing. It is a rhythm used by clinicians, therapists, and even elite military groups, not to prepare for battle, but to instantly quiet the brain's threat response. The method is beautifully simple. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and pause for another 4. Repeat this cycle just 4 or 5 times, and you will notice your heart rate, cortisol levels, and racing thoughts begin to slow immediately. The key is to guide the breath, not force it, aiming to feel the inhale and exhale deep in the belly, not just the chest. This single act sends a powerful, unmistakable signal to your vagus nerve that your body is safe, a signal shown in studies to reduce blood pressure and anxiety within minutes. By shifting your system out of fight or flight and into the rest and repair mode, you create the calm necessary for sleep. Once the system is calm, we introduce gentle motion, starting at the top, the shoulders. This is the first area we target because shoulders are one of the first places stress quietly collects, tightening posture and interfering with total relaxation. By slowly rolling them backward and then forward, without force, you do more than just loosen muscles. You open the upper spine, improve blood flow, and begin to synchronize movement with breath. The secret to restoring the crucial conversation between the nervous system and the body. Next, we move inward with a gentle bear hug, a simple act of crossing your arms and holding. This stretch opens the upper back and relaxes the chest, but it also has a surprising emotional effect. Hugging yourself helps dramatically lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and reinforces that essential signal of safety. This isn't about range or forcing a deep stretch. It is about anchoring a feeling of calm and giving your body permission to finally settle. Now, it is time to shift fully toward rest by lying down. Lying flat helps to ground the body and instantly reduces tension in the spine. Once on your back, we begin the in-bed reset with gentle head turns, slowly moving your head right, back to center, and then left. This releases the deep, stored tension around the neck and brainstem, signaling the eyes and balance centers that it is time to slow down. Next, with your knees bent and feet flat on the bed, slowly sway your knees from side to side. Allow the hips and lower back to move gently like a slow wave. Doing this for 30 to 60 seconds decompresses the spine and hydrates the sacroiliac joints. This powerful physical routine is your body's own ability to rest, reintroducing safety and softness into the nervous system so the body can do what it was built to do: repair. For those who sit a lot and carry tension in the hips and legs, our next movement is a targeted hamstring release. Tight hamstrings pull on the pelvis and lower spine, creating discomfort even in a lying position. This gentle stretch unwinds the tension from hours of sitting and cues the legs to truly relax. Remember, this is about inviting calm, not chasing flexibility, so feel free to adapt the stretch by using a towel for support or slightly bending the knee. We finish the sequence by moving to the final cue, the gentle passive hip opener, where the soles of your feet come together and the knees fall open, supported by pillows if necessary. Holding this position activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the branch responsible for rest and digestion, giving the brain a final, powerful cue that the day is done. Finally, with a full body stretch, arms above the head, feet stretched out long, we release any last bits of stored tension and open the lungs one final time. You've completed the sequence, and your body is now quiet, calm, and in a different state than when we began. If you are still listening and feel a lingering restlessness, know this: you are not broken. You are just carrying too much energy from the day, and it simply needs a gentle way out. These movements are not magic tricks. They are intentional invitations to reconnect, to feel your body again, and to allow rest to return naturally. Sleep doesn't respond to force, it responds to permission. And these stretches are one of the kindest ways to grant yourself that permission. As the doctor says, sleep is like a garden. It grows best in a quiet, tended space. Even if tonight isn't a perfect 8-hour slumber, the message you're sending your body matters deeply. You are telling yourself, I am safe, I am home, and I am ready to rest. Chapter 1. Why you're not tired, you're wound up. For decades, we've been told that sleep becomes more elusive as we age, as if it's an unavoidable part of the journey. But the truth is far more empowering. Most seniors aren't suffering from a broken sleep switch. They are simply holding on to the day's tension long after the sun has set. Think of your body like a tightly coiled spring. All day long, you accumulate stress, whether it's from physical activity, mental worry, or the constant stimulation of modern life. Your body isn't worn out, it's wound up. This is a critical distinction. An evening walk is wonderful for your health, but it doesn't necessarily reset the stress circuits in your brain. True rest isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about signaling to your body on a cellular level that it is safe to let go, to enter a state of calm and repair. This is where we fundamentally change our approach. We have to learn how to actively wind down, and it's a skill that involves both the body and the mind. Your breath and your physical posture are like remote controls for your brain. By learning to use them correctly, you can guide your own nervous system away from the fight or flight mode that keeps you alert and into the rest and repair mode that is essential for deep, restorative sleep. It's not a psychological trick. It's a physical process of retraining your muscles and your mind to embrace tranquility. You can teach your body how to fall asleep again, and it begins with understanding that you hold the power to release the tension you've been carrying. Chapter 2. The first step to unwinding, the power of breath. Before we move a single muscle, we must start with the very foundation of relaxation, the breath. Sleep doesn't begin in your tired muscles or your aching joints. It begins in your nervous system. One of the quickest and most effective ways to calm this system down is through a simple ancient technique known as box breathing. This method is so powerful that it's used by therapists, top-level clinicians, and even Navy SEALs, not to prepare for intense situations, but to quiet the brain's threat response and achieve a state of focused calm afterward. It acts like a switch, gently turning your body's internal state from on to off without the need for any medication. The method itself is beautifully simple. Find a comfortable seated position on the edge of your bed with your hands resting on your lap. Close your eyes and follow this rhythm. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Gently hold that breath for a count of 4. Exhale completely through your mouth for a count of 4, and then pause for a final count of 4 before beginning again. The key is not to force the breath, but to guide it, letting the rhythm be as slow and quiet as possible. As you do this, focus on feeling the breath deep in your belly rather than just in your chest. This sends a powerful signal to your brain that you are safe, reducing blood pressure and anxiety within minutes. Just 4 or 5 cycles can begin to slow your heart rate and quiet those racing thoughts, preparing the perfect foundation for the physical release to come. Chapter 3. Releasing the day, simple movements to soothe the body. Now that we've calmed the nervous system with our breath, we can introduce gentle motion to release the physical tension stored in the body. We begin at the top with the shoulders because this is one of the primary places we unknowingly carry our daily stress. It collects there silently, tightening our posture and interfering with our ability to truly relax. While sitting upright with your feet flat on the floor, simply begin to roll your shoulders backward in a slow, full, and deliberate circle. After 6 to 8 rolls, reverse the direction and roll them forward. As you do this, synchronize the movement with your breath. This isn't just about loosening muscles. You're creating a chain reaction that opens up the upper spine, improves blood flow to the brain, and restores the vital conversation between your body and your nervous system. Next, we move inward with a comforting stretch called the bear hug. This movement does more than just open the upper back and relax the chest. It has a profound emotional effect. The simple act of hugging yourself has been shown to lower cortisol, the stress hormone, and signal a profound sense of safety and security to the brain. To do this, cross your arms over your chest and gently hold your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow your elbows to draw in slightly closer, deepening the stretch across your shoulder blades. Hold for about 20 seconds, breathing slowly, then switch the arm that is on top and repeat. The goal here isn't to force a deep stretch, but to connect with your body and give it permission to settle and let go. Chapter 4. The transition to rest, in-bed stretches for deep calm. With the upper body softened, it's time to lie down and prepare for complete rest. Lying on your back helps to ground the body, reduce tension in the spine, and invite the breath to deepen naturally. If you feel any strain in your lower back, placing a pillow under your knees can provide immediate relief. Let your arms rest comfortably by your sides with your palms facing up, a subtle posture that signals openness and release. From this position of rest, we begin with a small but powerful movement. Gentle head turns. Slowly and in time with your breath, turn your head to look to the right, return to the center, and then turn to the left. This simple motion releases the deep tension held around the neck and the brain stem, a place where many of us unknowingly hold stress that directly impacts our ability to sleep. After a few head turns, bring your focus to your lower body. Bend both knees and place your feet flat on the bed. Now begin to slowly and gently sway your knees from side to side, like a gentle wave washing over you. There is no goal here, no need to touch the knees to the bed. Just allow the natural, fluid motion to decompress your spine and soothe your hips. Finally, we address the hamstrings. Tight hamstrings can pull on the pelvis and create lower back discomfort that persists even when lying down. To release them, gently extend one leg upward, holding the back of your thigh or calf. Breathe into the stretch for 20 seconds, focusing on relaxation rather than flexibility, and then switch sides. These movements together create a cascade of calm, telling every part of your body that it is time to unwind. Chapter 5, The Final Invitation, signaling your brain it's time for sleep. We end our routine with a final profound signal to the body and mind that the day is truly done. While lying on your back, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees gently fall open to the sides. If this creates any strain, place pillows under your knees for support. This position is known for opening the hips and inner thighs, but more importantly, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the branch responsible for rest and digestion. By simply holding this pose and breathing slowly for a minute or two, you are giving your brain the final, undeniable cue that it's safe to power down. You are resting into gravity, allowing the tension to melt away. To conclude, bring your knees back together and perform one final full body stretch. Extend your arms up above your head and stretch your feet out long as if you are a tree expanding its roots and branches. This releases any last remnants of stored tension and opens the lungs one last time. Feel the length in your body, and then with a final deep exhale, release everything. Let your arms return to your sides, let your body feel heavy and soft against the mattress, and allow yourself to simply be. You have now guided your body and mind through a complete cycle of release and preparation. Conclusion: trusting the process and finding your peace. Now, with your body stretched and your mind quiet, you are in a completely different state than when you began. But what if, after all this, you still feel a flicker of restlessness or a worry that sleep won't come? Hear this: you are not broken. You are simply unlearning a lifetime of holding on to tension. These movements are not magic tricks, they are invitations. They are a way to reconnect with your body, to listen to its needs, and to gently allow rest to return on its own terms. Sleep is like a garden. It cannot be forced, but it will flourish when you quietly and consistently tend to the soil. Even if tonight isn't perfect, the message you are sending your body is what matters most. With every slow breath and every gentle stretch, you are saying, I am safe, I am home, and I am ready to rest. You are reclaiming your right to a peaceful night. Trust in this process. By giving your body this kindness and permission each night, you are not just preparing for sleep, you are cultivating a lasting sense of peace that will stay with you long after you wake.